Hi, I'm Megan Warlow with Usborne Books and More, and today I want to share with you some of my favorite fiction books from Usborne. These are geared for ages 3, but my son's 2 and still enjoy some of these up until teens. But these are just a few, and there's so many great ones from in between of all the ages as well. So the first one I want to share with you is B is for Bedtime. This is great, obviously, right before bed. My son's 2, and we're learning the alphabet now, so this is a great way to show him the different letters, uppercase and lowercase. But it goes, A is for awake, how I feel after dinner. B is for the book with my dad, it's a winner. So it has cute little illustrations. It's got the little kid and the little dog as well. And it goes through each letter. L is for lullaby, dum diddy dum. K is for kiss on the cheek from my mom. Then it goes through till Z. And it says, all hushed until morning, you won't hear a peep. Z. I'm sleeping in the bed. So that was really cute. That's geared for 3 to 6-year-olds, but again, my son's 2 and loves it. The next one is Animally, and this is all about how much you love them, described by different animals. It says, I love you hugely like a whale. I love you shyly like a quail. I love you cleverly like a fox. I love you colorfully like a parrot. I love you playfully like a ferret. I love you gracefully like a swan. And then it says, I love you birdly, bugly, animally. I love you so, for you're my family. So that was a cute story about how much you love your child. That's also geared for 3 to 6, but again, I think it could be good for a 1-year-old and 2-year-old. And it's got great thick, both of them do have great thick pages. So it's cardstock, so they can't really rip it. It's great for little fingers. The next one I want to share with you is A Tale of Two Beasts. This is a great story. It's about a little girl who thinks she's rescuing a strange beast in the forest. But the beast is not happy and he escapes. So it's a great way to show kids or tell kids that there's always 2 sides to a story. So very cute illustrations that you can walk through with them. So it has the one side, first starts with the girl's side of the story, and then it goes to part 2, and it's A Tale of Two Beasts, the terrible beast side. So very cute. This is geared for 5 to 9-year-olds. And then another one that's one of my new favorites is the Gobble Gobble Moo Tractor Book. It's a great sing-songy storybook for young kids. This one's geared for 2 to 6-year-olds. So it's all about these different animals and how the tractor sounds. Early one morning, Farmer Dougal was still asleep. Sheep climbed on the big red tractor. What are you doing? Asked Cat. I'm going for a ride, said Sheep. This is the sound the tractor makes when you turn on the engine. Bah! So then each animal takes a turn about what the tractor sounds like. So I thought it's a very cute book for little kids to sit down and listen to. Another good book is, it's a collection book. It's Usborne Big Books of Little Stories. So this would probably be geared for like the elementary school kid. It's great probably for bed. So you can each take a turn reading a page, and then you can, I believe there's 5 stories in here, so you get a ribbon so you can hold your place for the next night. Oh my goodness. Struggling here with this big book, but so it has cute little illustrations for each one, for each little story. They're classic stories. Another great illustrated book is the Illustrated Adventure Stories. Usborne knows what they're doing when it comes to the illustrated series. There's illustrated by the adventure stories, there's fairy tales, specific ones, Alice in Wonderland, classics. So if you have your own little reader or somebody learning to read, I think these would be a great book, fairy tale books to start with. And they come like they're a little squishy, soft, bound book. And that is geared for 8-year-olds, but I think you could probably start a little bit younger with 6 if you have somebody or a little child that will sit still for a little lengthier book. Now moving on to chapter books. This one is Billy B, and that's geared for 4 to 7-year-olds. It's got great illustrations, big font for the child learning to read. This is very fun, real stories, problem solving. Billy B is very funny. So that's geared for 4 to 7. There's also one, Hey Jack, that is phenomenal for this age, 5 to 7 as well. The next one is Penny Dreadful, and this one's geared for 8-year-olds. Her real name is not Penny Dreadful, it's Penelope Jones, but they call her the Dreadful because Penny Dreadful, because every time she tries to do something, something goes wrong. So this is geared for the 8-year-old. Then we're getting into the older crowd, and this one is Conspiracy 360. I'm actually currently reading these. There are he has to survive and figure out a riddle in 1 year. So each book is a month. So this one's obviously April, and then there's January through December. So 12 books that you get to follow Cal and how he survives and figures out this riddle. The last one is 13, the last 13, and it's about, it follows Sam, who is one of the last 13 dreamers that have to follow clues and find a key or the key to Earth's survival. So this one's geared for 11 to 15-year-olds. On the inside, it's, you know, your typical smaller font. There are some great new fiction chapter books out too as well. So be sure to search by age to find out all of the fun different fiction books geared for your little ones. Thank you.